Dragons Ranking 551, and we are back with Michigan breakdown videos for now the start of the 2025 season. Happy New Year to everybody who has enjoyed their holidays and everything. With that being said, we're going to go right into the Michigan Wolverines basketball, and let's talk about last night's game against the USC boys. Now, with that being said, I don't want anything to be um, out and about with the way that the team played or anything along the lines of that. Michigan goes 11-3, and they are. If we look here, we can go into their standings, and we can see that Michigan is at the top of the leaderboard, right behind Little Brother at 3-0, and they are moving up very efficiently there. So with that being said, let's go into the stat line here. Let's talk about everything that went right and went wrong for Michigan. Danny Wolf, the big man. I love him. He's great. I think after this season, though, he definitely should uh, leave. I'm Yeah, there we go. Sorry, I don't know why it didn't go down all the way. So there we go. Danny Wolf with 13 rebounds, 7 assists, and 21 points. He was a lead scorer. Then you got Golden, who struggled a little bit, 11 points, 4 assists, and 3 rebounds. So that was great. And then you got your guards, Burnett and Donaldson, doing some stuff. So they were lead scorers as well with 3 rebounds and 2 rebounds, 6 assists, 16 points each. And then Gale Jr. coming with 12 points and a couple of rebounds and stuff. Then Cheddar having some points and Jones to end it up, and then Carson at the end there with two of his own. Uh, so winning by 11 was great, but I'm getting sick and tired of them having, this start to finish blowing lead type atmosphere. For their side, they had Thomas with 10. They had Abugo with 9, Yates the third with 19, and Claudie, I think his name is 19, and then Peyton Jr. with 14. Uh, and apparently, Michigan's former player did not play last night, so there was no of that. Now we go over to the field goal range. Let's talk about this. 52% from the field for versus their, well, 53% versus 44%. Yes, I round up a little bit because it's point 0.5. It's not that noticeable. And then 42% from the three-point line, which was impressive, and 33% for them. 81 from the line. So that was really good, and we got it down the stretch. Total rebounds, 33, 32. So it's not that noticeable. Five more defensively, you know, and they got four more offensive rebounds, so it happens. Assists 19 each, so that was good, moving the ball around. 7 blocks versus 2 blocks, 8 steals, 5 steals, and then the turnovers for Michigan were 14. I thought we were going to keep it at 11 or lower, and then both of them committed 21 fouls, which is not very good. And you can't do that as a team. You cannot foul that much, and you cannot turn the ball over that much. Remember, I said rebounds is a big stat, but again, stats don't tell a full story in every single game, so you're going to have to adjust with a team and everything. Anyway, let's talk about the Michigan Wolverines. So we got Daniel Wolf here bringing it down and giving it off to Donaldson. Three ball, it's good. Starting off the bat, getting a couple of threes, that was really, really well made for Michigan. And then you give it off here, and he goes inside here, and he just gets a nice one. And you can see Golden just backs off there. Let's go back on that play. So what you're going to see here is that right here, he doesn't know where to go because what you're going to see here is, let's use red for these guys. So what you're going to see is that as soon as he passes it off to this guy's cutting back here. So Gale or Daniel Wolf has to stay here, but Gale is kind of staying back here and stuff. And you got a guy here who's got to be here. You got a guy here who's got to be here, and then there's other motion here with the defenders. So what's happening is that while this guy cuts, you see cutting back here. Um, we got our guy here who let's use white for the rest of this, who can't stay. He's got to stay behind. He can't come up because the moment he comes up, the guy behind him is wide open for an easy bucket. So you can't do that. Um, you can't do that as a team and stuff. So that's what happens here. You see, he comes down, comes a screen, and then he comes down, and he's just not able to do that because he's off the man because Donaldson has a mismatch there, and you're trying to block that off. So that's where you're going to have that happening. Burnett says, let me shoot from 30 feet out. Bang! I can shoot like I'm Stephen Curry. That was amazing. And then you got Daniel Wolf here again, moving the ball, and he says, let me shoot a three. And Gale goes down, a hard screen there, and gets knocked down. And Wolf says, let me shoot a three, making it 12-4. And that was really good. I thought we were going to open it up and have a really big lead, but we didn't. And it happens. Bang! No. Oh, rattles around, and it's good. You know, you get some of those lucky rattle around shots. Sometimes you just don't question it, and it goes in, so you can't talk about it. With another three. Bang! Yes, good. 15-6. Nothing more to say about that. I'm not going to highlight every single play, but 5 for 5 from the 3-point line early was really, really well. And they hit a couple more, and then it diminished in the second half. But you know, it happens. Um, it is what it is. Another one in the corner for them, and USC says, "I'm going to bounce right back and shoot a three of my own." And you know, that's just smart basketball there. I was going to say football for a second, but you know what? It is what it is. And they score another one. But just like football, they came to our house. We beat them in the big house. We come to their house in basketball and beat them there. Wolf with another spin around shot like he's Kobe Bryant out there. Everyone does that type of shot now in this day and age. I know I don't like quoting Kobe or MJ or any of them, but that is a shot that has been known for them for a long time and in their forte. Oh my goodness, USC scores another one, and I apologize for this ad in 2-1, and we are back. Okay, so I don't know what the hell that was. Anyway, puts it up and a lay up. Okay, you got to get a little bit back like that so that you just keep playing. You never play the score, you play that. Scottie Pippen was in this game. I think he hit maybe one or two. I don't remember. Golden's got it. Sorry, I almost said Gale. Pardon me. And pardon that sound. Goes up there, and Golden can't get the block, so it was a nice floater over the top. That's a big man. Golden's backing it down, gives it off to Wolf. Wolf says, let me shoot a three. Yes, sir. I'll take a 2-point lead. Yes, Lee. Let's go. And he hits inside, and, you know, Golden's just trying to back down. You know, it is what it is. Wolf gives it off to Donaldson. Donaldson's got the ball. Donaldson says, let me shoot a three. Donaldson says, it rattles home off the rim and still goes in. It's not pretty, but it's a three nonetheless. Let's go. Three balls are three balls. Oh man, and who was that? Burnett again. Burnett gives it off to Donaldson. Donaldson's in trouble. Donaldson gets out of trouble. Donaldson gives it off to, I don't know who the heck that was. But oh my goodness, who was that? Number 15 comes in there. Jones comes in there flying and says, let me put up a putback dunk. Burnett again with a three, and it rattles home. It's 34-32. Burnett is shooting lights out. So 8 from 13 now. 11 rebounds versus 14. And Gale just couldn't back up fast enough there, and that's just a good pass underneath, a good cut there, and he just doesn't back up fast enough, and they get it to him. Bang! Another good two-pointer there. Trojans knows what's up. Oh man, oh, deflected, but comes down trying to chase it, gives it back, coughs it up to Donaldson. Donaldson kicks it to the corner. Who is that, Cheddar? Is that Cheddar? I think it was Cheddar with a three. Nicely done, Cheddar. Way to go there. Either you get an easy two, or you're going to get a three out to the corner. And Donaldson says, let me shoot a three. Bang! And it's 42-38. What a play there. Now it's 44-40. You got to play the game. You can't do that. So this is where they start playing into their big men, and Golden's got it and won. So that's where you got to start playing it into your big men. And this is a game where it's no longer about three-pointers. It's about actually going to the big men and everything else. 47-40 gives it off to Wolf. Wolf's got it, and a nicely done there, making it 49-40. So this is where you start going into the big guys. Gives it off to Golden again. I'm sorry, gives it off to Wolf again. Wolf's got it, and he gets a two nicely done, 51-40. I like that. There's nothing you can do to stop that man. He is a very, very good basketball player. Wolf again, spinning. He's in the cyclone. He puts you in the blender. Oh, man, what a play. Excuse me. Fires a three. It's good. It's an 11-point lead. 55-44. Donaldson's got the ball. Donaldson brings it up. Donaldson says, let me shoot a three. No, I can't get it. And now USC's moving up the court. Oh, and that's a foul. That's an and one on the other side, and that is tough. Burnett was there, and but they wanted to call that a flagrant foul. It didn't go a flagrant foul for Michigan, and it was reviewed as that. Remember, you don't just win on your big men. Big men are great, but you win on with your guards. And there goes Gale scoring another one, making it a 10-point lead. Now it's a 12-point lead. I think he got an M1 there or something like that. Fires from 30 feet out, and they say, "Yes, sir, I can hit a three." USC 61-50. We're going down to the wire here, and he turned it over. Jones. Jones has got to be there. Jones and just lets him kind of score, doesn't even contest it, and everything else. I think it just kind of got deflected off his leg there. He was trying to pass it, and it just didn't work the way he wanted it to. Wasn't a good pass there. I don't know who. Oh my goodness! And gets pickpocketed, and on the floor, and I mean, not very good. I thought we were gonna blow it here in this game, and then we turned it around and somehow won it. So that was really good. Oh my, Gale. Gale trying to defend, and no. 61-57. So now you're not in a good place. You're up only 4, and that's not where you want to be with Michigan when you got big men and everything else. Danny Wolf going in high arcing layup, beautiful 63-57. Beautiful shot there. Not much more I can say. Um, Danny Wolf has really opened the game up. Oh my goodness, another one easy layup there, 65-63. So you're going to have those situations where it's going to be scenarios where they take the lead, but then we found a way to come right back, so that's fine. And Gale gets another one. Beautiful play there. I like the way that he rumbles. Is that Cheddar? Cheddar kicks it over to Burnett. Burnett's in trouble. Burnett spins. He's got it and one. Oh man, what a tough shot. Contact everywhere. He's coming, he's coming, he's coming. He spins, he spins. He gets hit, and that's an and one. Dog. Big play. I don't know what was happening with the scoreboard because it did get glitched out at one point. 77-71. Here we go. Only up 7. Danny Wolf gives it off to Golden. Golden fakes, and he waits, and he's patient with it, making it 79-71. You got to move with urgency. Now it's 83-71. So this is really where Michigan likes to strive. And now it's 73 83. I just don't understand the thought process though, and there it is. There's the score. So Michigan wins another one with 2 new coaches for USC and a new coach for Michigan. Michigan gets the upper hand on them. The thing that just doesn't that baffles my mind is like when you're up um 12 or 11 or 10 in those situations, why are you fouling with 20 seconds left? Like why is the opposing team fouling? You're not going to make up 10 shots in 20 seconds and get the game into your retrospect and try to make it more of a respectful game, but you're not going to crawl all your way back and tie the game and force overtime or win the game potentially like that. It doesn't work like that when you're in a situation where you're down with 20 seconds. If there's a minute left in the game, if there's a minute 10, it's possible to come back and win, but not in a game when there's 20 or 5 to 20 seconds left in the game or something really low with 15 seconds. It's over. It's over at that point, and it's just not a good idea to foul. But Michigan gets it done again. That's all I got for you guys. So until next time, guys, don't forget to stay radical. I'll see you in the next one. Hit that like button, smash that subscribe button, and let me know your thoughts on the Michigan Wolverines so far for the basketball season. After all, the football season ends on a great historic run of an 8-5. It was my best 8-5 season I've ever watched for the Michigan Wolverines. So I'll say this: beating Ohio State and Alabama, 2 of the best teams in the country. Very exciting and very happy the way that it happened. And now I'm getting ready for the basketball season, where they win a national championship, or they get back to where they used to be, getting to the Final Four, winning a Final Four appearance, or getting to the Final Four. I'll be more ecstatic with that because that's where they used to be in 2013 and 2018. And then they made it to 5 straight Sweet 16. So I'll see if they can continue to get into more. First off, your first goal, get into more. Your first goal is to win as many games as possible. Then your second goal is to try to get a good decent run in your conference playoffs or whatever you call it. And then after that, uh, get into your third step is get into the big dance. And if you succeed on getting into the big dance, which is March Madness and the tournament, the 64 tournament, that's great. Then your next step after that is try to have as much as a good run you can possibly have. So that would mean going past the first round and going to at least probably the third or second round and stuff. And then after that, your next step for me is get to the final 3 rounds or the final 2 rounds before the national championship and keep going in the right direction, and eventually you go to the national championship and win the national championship. But it's definitely one step at a time. You know, in boxing, it's one step, one punch, one round at a time. So for us, it's one game at a time, one game at a time, one shot at a time, one play at a time. Michigan's just got to focus on one game at a time, clean up some of the mistakes, keep watching what they're doing wrong, and fix it and fix it and fix it. The more they fix it, their problems, and keep it tighter and keep the turnovers down, Michigan's going to be a very tight team when they continue to play these tougher teams such as Purdue, because Purdue's always a good basketball team. Iowa's a good basketball team. Little brother Michigan State's a good basketball team. OSU's a good basketball team. Oregon's a good basketball team. Rutgers tends to be pretty decent, so we'll see. There are a lot of Big Ten schools that are going to look good. Oregon could be good in basketball and football this year, the same way that teams have been in both, like SEC. Alabama usually has now strived in the right direction of being good in basketball and football. But that's all I got for you guys. So I'll see you in the next one. Hit that like button, smash that subscribe button. Let me know your thoughts on the Michigan Wolverines.